Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. The head of Honolulu's rail transit system says his staff is now seriously looking at building the controversial project in phases. The potential change could lead to construction of the rail line stopping before Ala Moana, or with fewer stations being built than originally planned. Honolulu Transit Chief Andrew Robbins told a city council committee that discussions are underway about a phased approach to help with the project's financial troubles. The Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation is under pressure to come up with a new plan in the coming weeks on how it intends to cover the cost of the $10 billion project. The agency risks losing $250 million in federal funds that will lapse on December 31st. If the Federal Transit Administration is not satisfied with the project's progress. For years, rail critics have called for stopping the line at Middle Street, but Robbins' comments to the City Council were the first time a HART official acknowledged that the agency is looking at a phased approach. Hawaii health officials reported 3 additional coronavirus-related deaths and 102 new infections statewide today. All 3 fatalities were on Oahu and bring the statewide total to 206 deaths. The Department of Health said today's new infections included 52 on Oahu, 29 on Hawaii Island, 18 in Maui County, and 3 residents diagnosed outside the state. The island of Lanai in Maui County is seeing its first cluster of coronavirus cases since the start of the pandemic. Oahu, meanwhile, today entered the less restrictive Tier 2 of Mayor Kirk Caldwell's 4-tier economic reopening strategy. Tier 2 allows legal short-term rentals to resume business and allows gyms and fitness facilities to operate at 25% capacity. Finally today, the Honolulu Police Department says Oahu has seen a large spike in firearm permits and registrations in 2020. Through September of this year, more than 10,000 firearm permits have been issued on the island, a nearly 40% increase from the same period last year. Firearm registrations rose by 14% during the same period, according to HPD. Honolulu Police Chief Susan Ballard says there are 2 potential reasons for the growing interest in firearms: uncertainty surrounding both the pandemic and the upcoming presidential elections. She says that interest in guns often goes up when there's a possibility of a Democrat being elected president. Oahu is also following a nationwide trend as interest in guns spike across America. The FBI reports that nearly 29 million firearm background checks have been conducted so far this year. That's more than any other full year for over 2 decades. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, and we'll see you tomorrow.